Hello, everyone. My name is Sheldon Grimes, and this is my Read Through discussion post. So, a theory. A theory is a certain form of communication we use to describe aspects of the subject or concept being discussed. Some early history of theory is when Albert Einstein developed a theory called special relativity in the early 1900s. This theory discussed the relationship between time and space. Einstein's goal was to correct mechanics of all motions, mainly at a speed close to light. This theory is proven right, as this theory is the main description of gravitation in physics. Theories provide ways of discussing key events, processes, and commitments that form communication. Also, is very important in helping us mapping out the world and how to navigate it. We can use theory in communication to help guide us with empirical, conceptual, and practical communication questions. Theories help us explain various aspects of our social world and how they are interconnected, while also explaining why something happens a certain way. So, as a developing research and going through tests, we will identify what something happened the way it did. Something that is crucial to making a theory is developing a hypothesis. So, before a theory, we need to develop a hypothesis, which is making an educated guess, which is important before conducting research. Having thought about what the theory is, then doing research to test and make sense of your hypothesis. Describe how things work and describe relationships between concepts. Theories are crucial because we need to utilize theories in life. That's why they are important and they help influence cultural values and beliefs. Also, theories help us define the phenomena under study with terms and phrases which help communicate meaning. The importance of theory, along with research, is composing an abstract concept and explaining it to make it testable until a concept has been identified in a certain agreed on manner that meets criteria of reliability. Is it consistent? Is it consistent? And validity. Validity meaning measuring what we believe it measures. These concepts include attitudes, beliefs, and values, or abstractions requiring theoretical meaning, allowing for potential observation and measurement. The next question: how does theory help us make sense of our world? Theory helps us make sense of our world by guiding and giving us meaning in what we see, observe, and identify relationships between concepts. Theories make sense describing how things work and explaining different features of our world that contributes to outcomes, while also identifying problem and strategizing how to fix it. Scholars in communication ask questions in every step of the theory and research process. Theories help us make sense of our world by organizing and refining our ideas, helping us build and test the knowledge previously studied by scholars. For example, if a scholar created a theory proposing a good question which leads to a hypothesis, testing it rigorously and appropriately, new scholars and researchers will advance beyond the theory, behind the hypothesis, leading to new ways in which scholars and research are conducted. Some scholars discover new questions and test them. Last, describe a time where you observe a theoretical concept playing out in real life. A time where I observed a theoretical concept playing out in real life is noticed in school shootings, and that some of these shooters have a history of playing violent video games. Um, this involves media violence, which is related to aggression. Media violence takes place on several channels, which includes MTV, news coverage, and prime TV shows. Also, messages such as graphics of physical abuse and harsh language. Children are playing violent video games to help cope with anxiety, low self-esteem, substance abuse, and etc. Although these violent video games may reduce stress, it would be best for children to play educational games, as they will help increase their critical thinking skills without playing violent video games, which may cause behavior issues. This will help reduce school shootings, and children will be active with developing life skills developing by playing educational games, helping them think more critically while also reducing stress and can develop more confidence. Thank you.